Well, greetings and welcome back if you've been here before. I get the feeling that psychologists and psychiatrists learn more from their patients than patients learn from them. I actually went to a psychologist when I was around 30 just for kind of a test ride, and I lasted 2 sessions since the doctor had me try a prescription on the first session. When I returned on the second session, I told him that I hated how I felt on the meds. And we spoke for about an hour, and both he and I agreed that there really was no need to return. And he mentioned that I could always come back if there was a need. There wasn't, and that was the last of my psychology visits. When I played football in high school, we had a team doctor who did not have the best reputation for his medical skills. And on one instance, when a player was injured on the field, one of the mothers, who usually sat next to my mom, yelled out, "Yeah, Dr. Such and Such, that's a heartbeat you're hearing." I only recall this since my mom told me the story after the game. Unfortunately for this doctor, he would lose his license for malpractice and pushing pills to just about anyone who claimed they were in need of them. All you had to do was call the office up, describe your pain or ailment, and the prescription was ready in 15 minutes. And for those who have been married for, I'd say, maybe 15, 20 years at least, you know how it goes. The question from the wife, "You don't love me, do you?" And we reply, "Of course I do. Now leave me alone and go back in the other room." If Jesus is coming, there's no better time than now. And what's taking so long for him to come around? Or maybe it's like the Family Guy episode where Jesus returns to our lovely planet, but it's quite a disappointment since all he does is chase women. And if Jesus is not coming now or soon, when is he coming? Could we get a date and time, or maybe at least a month and a year? And it is probable that if Jesus realizes how much work it will be to correct this planet and find peace, justice, and humanity, Jesus might take a pass. And who knows, he might be spending too much time on social media, too. I searched online for a quote that stated the question, "What's the one thing that men and women have in common?" With the answer being that they both enjoy the company of men. I'm not making this up. I read this somewhere years ago but could not find it. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy the company of women. But it's nice to get together with my bros, have a few drinks, and sail away, which I'll be doing that tonight. We don't do it enough, and when we're together, we don't complain about our wives. Well, I do, but anyways, I'm only joking. And I ran into this phrase recently in my reading, and it seemed to fit. Bottomless metaphors, partial insights, and undoubtable doubts. And I will leave you here.